Hey everyone, we are inside the Abbey of Sablonceau, and I'm very blessed, very lucky in that I'll show you around, but I come here almost every day because it's close to my parents' house, and it's not every day that it's not very often that you get to have your own private, immense, 1,000-year-old contemplation chamber. And all my viewers know I'm not a religious man, but I can still fully appreciate the space of people in the past having thought of powerful things above and beyond themselves. And what I'll do is I'll show you around quickly and then we'll go and sit down. Here's the organ. There's some nice kind of windows there. Let me do a little zoom in so you can see. And being a sentimental kind of guy, actually, first of all, let me just show you. Here's the altar. Here's the main attraction. But how great are these patterns? These 1,000-year-old patterns, or whenever they were drawn on the wall. And here's the grave of a saint, I guess. No, sorry, forgive me, the grave of someone depicting a saint. And, being a sentimental guy, in my solitude, in my loneliness, I came to the little chapel area and I filled in the book. And what I found very touching, very heartbreaking in a way, was that many of these messages, I can read a bit of French, I did study it at school and at university, but many of these messages are people looking for love and leaving their phone numbers, people who are probably just as lonely as I am. Again, a kind of jeune femme agréable, an agreeable young lady with a phone number. And all I did was I thought, might as well stand up for the English-speaking contingency. I put here, to the happiness of my 2 young children, may their dreams come true, and may they grow up always knowing how beloved they are. Daddy. And it took 4 days until someone else came and wrote anything. But I'm not the only man in the world going through a tough time right now who is lonely without his children. You've got to keep a sense of perspective and not to take everything so personally when you realize just how much suffering there is in the world. And let me go sit down. All it takes is to switch on the news and you see hurricanes and earthquakes and warfare and genocide and ethnic cleansing But isn't it funny how your own suffering or the suffering of your family seems to matter a lot more to you, strangely enough? Isn't that just the way things are? And I totally see how time is a learning tool, how when you're young and immature, it seems like the age of maturity is getting higher. I mean, I'm a 34-year-old boy. Yes, okay, I'm a man in many things. I'm a very proud father. I think I've been very good at fatherhood because I'm very dedicated to it, very involved with my children. But I came here, I drove here today because I wanted to talk to anyone who is suffering as well, who is feeling lonely, to check out a book by I think he was Austrian, he was a Jewish guy called Viktor Frankl, who got sent to the concentration camps in World War II. And the sentence that stood out of that book was the angels are lost in perpetual contemplation of an infinite glory. And I was like, wow, that's the best sentence I've ever read in my life. The angels are lost in perpetual contemplation of an infinite glory. And you can simplify that down. Victor, he was a married man when he got detained for being of the wrong religion. And he got separated from his wife. And the perpetual contemplation that he got lost in was of love. And this book is heart-wrenching. And he's getting tortured and starved and beaten and pushed around by the guards, the Nazis, the hateful people. And he says that they could never know. This is why totalitarianism fails. Because one sec. Have a look at that for a sec. It fails because no matter how much they torture you, they can't take away your love and what you believe in. They can torture you, they can make you sign confessions, they can make you fucking denounce everything. But they can't make you stop believing in love, in the things which make us human. And that's the great mystery of life, is how do we, as material beings made of flesh and blood and bone and ultimately atoms and molecules, how are we able to contemplate infinity and the divine and that which is sacred? How are we able to love our children in ways which are far above and beyond what is necessary by evolution? So there's really not much else to say, really, except, if you're suffering, if you're having a hard time, you're not the only one. And no matter what you go through, no matter how far to the gutter you go, or how destitute you are, or how lonely you are, doesn't change the existence of what the angels were in perpetual contemplation of, which is an infinite glory, which, to me, can only be love. And okay, to pay respect, because I'm here in a Christian, a Catholic house of God, and I was baptized a Catholic, never practiced. But I can understand, everything that you read in the Torah or the Quran or the Bible or the Bhagavad Gita, anytime it talks about love and compassion and forgiveness, that is the truth. And that's, when people are contemplating the divine. So let's not end this on my face. Let's stand here before the altar and just say that Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for love is always with me. Thanks for watching.